The 2023 International Quizzing Championships, formerly the European Quizzing Championships, being held at the Melia Costa del Sol in Torremolinos, Spain. There was an excited buzz as quizzers registered for the tournament and caught up with friends that they hadn't seen for at least a year, if not longer. And then it was into the main hall ready for the tournament to begin. As you can probably hear, the noise levels are rising. Jane Allen, Stephen DaCosta and Anurakshat Doc Gupta got the proceedings off to a good start. And sadly we had to remember quizzes we lost in the past year, Andreas Kroll and Didier Bruyere. Here before the start of the Nations Championship with the Welsh team. Say hello, Welsh team. How do we think we're going to do?
Mediocre.
Yay! We love that confidence. Well, we'll see how mediocre we really are by the end of this evening. As ever, it was a very testing quiz. We had 5 rounds, 60 questions to kick us off before we broke for lunch and then did the rest of the questions. The first 60 questions were a mix of the brain-bustingly difficult, the mind-stretchingly on the tip of your tongue ones and some easier ones. We probably left 4 or 5 questions on the table that we should have done better with, but let's see how we do in the final 40 questions. But before those 40 questions was lunch. And when the dust settled on the qualifiers, the United States were in pole position. They would play England in the first semi-final. Belgium would play Norway. In the Aspirational Cup, England Expects would face off with Belgium Finish Anarchy in the gold medal match. So Mark, you were aiming for mediocre. How did it turn out?
Well, I think we met expectations. We were right in the middle. I was hoping for 8th out of 16th. We came 9th out of 16th. Slightly disappointing. Slightly disappointing being like 1 point behind Ireland, 3 points behind Scotland. Because we did fluff a few questions, but we had a few kind of magic answers as well. So, yeah, next year, truly mediocre.
So, Leslie, how did you find the Nations quiz?
It's always the case of either you feel fantastic because you knew something, or you feel fantastic because you just learned something.
So, Augustine, how did you find the Nations quiz today?
It's actually great. The questions are very interesting, although also very difficult, but it's very nice when you can put something into the team effort and you can win some points, and together as a team you put way more points than that.
How did you find the Nations quiz today?
As difficult as always.
And sadly, obviously, you didn't have Didier with you today. Can you sum up what Didier meant to French quizzing?
Well, he was the French quizzing. Without him, it's far more difficult for us. We miss his kindness and his friendship.
Into the evening, it was the Nations Cup semi-finals and the Aspirational Cup final. The matches were played in the chocolate box format, and if you want to know what that is, then watch our Celtic Nations video. In the semi-final between England and the USA, it was the USA, captained by Victoria Gross, who came out victorious. In the other semi-final between Norway and Belgium, it was the perennial finalist Belgium and reigning champions who came out victorious and will meet the USA in the final. In the Aspirational Cup final, it was England Expects versus Belgium Finish Anarchy. And in a tightly fought match, which went down to the last set of questions, it was Belgium Finish Anarchy who came out on top and won the gold medal. Day 1 came to a close with a smartphone-based speed quiz run by Geir Christensen of Norway. The winner was Thomas de Bock of Belgium. And there was also another quiz run by Geir. It was based on films, and the winner of that one was Jeffrey Sigurdsson of the USA. Look out tomorrow for our Day 2 vlog.